Boom. And we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
It is Joey Cates, and it is 2026, I do believe, right?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, first show of the new year, man. We're super excited. We got a great show for you. In the studio, local artist from Ocean Springs, June Lips, is going to be talking to us about turning Gulf of America caught fish into beautiful pieces of art. I'm really looking forward to this one. I've already seen some of the photos. It's pretty dang impressive. So y'all stay tuned. It's going to be a good show. But 2026, we're not changing it up, man. We got to thank the people that keep the lights on for us over here at the Brown Water Studios. But I'm already thinking about it, Joey. We don't have a 2026 motto. I'm going to give you a heads up.
We got to
start working on that real quick while I go.
Right.
If you're looking for a great local dentist, Southern Magnolia Smiles is the one for you, man. They're located right here on Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs. You can look them up on the socials at Southern Magnolia Smiles on Facebook and Instagram. 2026 is the year to
brush your teeth.
Okay, all right. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to work on that one. But when you're ready to brush your teeth, you can give them a shout and book that consultation. 228-215-1202 and tell them Brown Water sent you. If you find yourself in need of legal representation, Taylor and Cox Law Firm, that's Tyler right there staring at you. They specialize in felonies, misdemeanor, DUI, family law, divorce, child custody, BUI as well. They're right here in Jackson County, George County, and Greene County. You can give them a shout if you need their services, you or someone you know, at 228-696-0111. And we appreciate their support as well. It's the new year. It's January the 5th as we record this. I don't know what your New Year's resolution was, but if it was to prioritize health and fitness,
now's the time.
Forever Young Men and Women's Health is the one for you. This is Kendrick right here. We chatted with him the other day. Went to the downtown Christmas parade, had a good time, but he's expanding his business. He's doing a lot of cool stuff. He's growing. Super proud to be a part of his business and have him sponsor the show. But their motto is bringing medicine, health, and exercise together to help men and women live their best lives. So again, January this is the month to change it up. So if that's something you're looking to get into, start moving around and feeling better, book a consultation with Forever Young Men and Women's Health. Let him do some lab work on you. Let him figure out if you're vitamin deficient, hormone deficient. He specializes in testosterone replacement for both men and women. So if that's something that you need, give him a shout. 228-363-6623 and always tell him Brown Water sent you. I don't have the tab pulled up. I don't think. Do I have it right here? Oh, yeah, I do. And we got Brown Water merch. Joey and I are twins in over here on the hats. That doesn't look weird at all. Yeah.
Wow.
But if you want to get one for yourself, you can scan that QR code right there with your phone. It'll take you right over to the Brown Water Banter shop. Or just go to our website and click shop. And we got the hats there. We got a few different designs. We got some shirts, some dry fits, stuff for like out on the boat while you're fishing, all kind of cool merch. So it helps support the show. If that's something that you're into, go check it out and we would really appreciate it. So without further ado, the first episode of the year.
That's right.
Ocean Springs artist June Lips in the studio. June, how are you doing? You told us this is your first podcast.
Yep.
Oh yeah. We are super honored to have you in the studio today. We always start the same way while Joey's over there scrolling on his phone. What are you born? You born right here? Born and raised in Ocean Springs?
Yep.
Okay. Lived here your whole life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Went to Ocean Springs High?
Sure did.
Damn, we're not going to hold that against you.
No,
Joey's actually married to a Greyhound. So
yeah. Well, she went through Butler's class, Brian's class.
You know Brian Butler?
Yeah.
Aquaculture, yeah.
We love Brian Butler.
100%.
We grew up with Brian Butler. We knew him from a wee little lad to he's the principal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a little bit strange for me to know, but I know that dude loves the kids and he's like super involved with everything, man. He's a great guy. So that's a real benefit for Ocean Springs High School. But lived here, born and raised your whole life. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that you grew up fishing. Mm-hmm. Your parents probably do. Mm-hmm. Am I getting it right?
Yep.
All right. Expand on that for me just a little bit. Tell me how you got into it. The fishing side of it first. Growing up.
The fishing side, that was all my dad. He always brought us on boats since we could pick up a fishing pole, and always had us on Horn Island, Chandelier, Ship Island, like in the marsh, everywhere. And so we ended up moving to live on Davis Bayou, and that was definitely what made me go more fishing a lot. And
did you kind of fall in love with it because of that?
Oh yeah.
Living there.
Yeah, I have a Ginu, a 13-foot Ginu, and so I'd run it around before school, after school, all the time on the weekends. Just
so you were ate up with it.
Oh yeah.
Early. What grade is this we're talking about now?
Oh, in like the beginning of middle school, probably.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you were super young.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And then what? So you fished, hunt with dad and mom and all that stuff on the boat, and then you go through high school and jump into the aquaculture class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So the first year aquaculture, we raised striped bass and then released them, and then second year we raised speckled trout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a staple over there at the with Butler.
Yeah.
I think. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
He's been on the show a couple times.
Yeah, we love him.
Mm-hmm.
And then third year, I went to the research lab and interned. So I got to mess with the triple tail and the redfish and the bigger speckled trout and the algae and the oysters and everything over there. So I did that for a year. And so, yeah, 3 years of aquaculture and it up.
Is that 10th, 11th, 12th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is. And were you, compared to like your classmates, and especially I would say the females, were you like way ahead of them because you lived on Davis Bayou and you were doing all that stuff on your own, going out there fishing and stuff like that? Were you more familiar with everything or no?
Well, I was familiar with the fishing aspect, but I wasn't familiar with raising them.
Right.
Understanding their growth patterns and what they look like as babies and what they eat and all that. So I
Okay.
was pretty much leveled with everyone else.
Okay, so you had the connection with the outdoors and the water. You just had the knowledge. Yet,
Yeah.
and that's what that class did.
Yeah.
I got it.
Was that always the path? Were you always drawn to something aquaculture wise? I mean, because like you said, I think afterwards you went to the USM and worked at camp, right? And now
Mhm.
you're currently at USM, correct? Doing some of the same stuff?
USA.
I mean, USA, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. USA.
Get
You're
those
Jaguar.
3-letter acronyms.
Sorry.
Don't want to offend anybody.
USA.
Jaguar
Yeah.
versus the Golden Eagles, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you did that 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah.
Got your like foundation of knowledge.
And then when I was 15, I started at the research lab being a counselor. So like all of them combined, technically fishing out there on the bayou and then doing aquaculture and then teaching kids how to fish, it just all connected and there wasn't any other path I wanted to take. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I drove from
Go
there.
ahead.
Yeah, that's Samantha Capers over
Yeah.
at USM.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome person.
Friend of the
Awesome-
show.
Awesome camps too. So like if you're looking for something to put your kids in, this is proof that it's an
Yeah.
awesome thing.
Would those been one of the ones that we always talk about on the show, like you know how they always have like the shark
yeah, like
camp?
Shark Camp and all that kind of stuff. We
Same
the
stuff.
ones we went on.
Yeah, when we went to the
Island
Cat
and all
Island, I think that time.
yeah.
Super fun stuff. Brought our kids as well. It was great. What you said, counselor? What does the counselors do there? Is that like what Samantha and them do on the boat? Like what is that role?
Well, I guess it depends on the camp, but I was technically an assistant counselor. And so we would just teach them how to fish, teach them how to tie knots, fillet fish, catch sharks, and how to use hand lines.
Right.
And we would teach them about the Gulf a lot, different fish and the environments and
All kind of stuff.
everything. Oh yeah, everything.
Yeah. Was it fun for you?
Oh yeah.
Teaching
Yeah.
the teaching aspect of it too?
Mm.
Okay.
I learned a lot too, so
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't just them.
Yeah. About fish, about kids,
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
teaching.
I don't
Yeah.
want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to hang out with these kids too long.
Yeah. Joey knows all about that.
Yeah, I do it every day.
So when on this timeline we got all the way up to like the camp and USA, I guess. But when on this did the art side of it? When did you always draw? Did you?
Well, it was kind of a ritual. My grandma, which is my dad's mom,
Yep.
she taught us how to do Gyotaku. And so from whenever we could pick up a paintbrush, after we would go fishing, we would come back and print all the fish that we caught. And
Oh.
so I'd been doing that forever. And that's what she had always done too before I was even born. And so she would print them and just stretch them. And that was pretty much as far as she got. And so I had been doing that. And when I guess it was, yeah, I've only been doing this like a year and a half where I've actually painted them.
Mm-hmm.
So she passed away from pancreatic cancer about 3 years ago. And so after that, I took off with it and started painting them and framing them and everything else because that's what I'd always known to do. So
Did she ever tell you how she got like to do that? That's
No.
kind of, I feel like that's something kind of unique, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't think
There's only a couple people that know how to
because
do
it's a
it.
Japanese style
Mhm.
of painting, of art, correct?
Mhm.
And she never told you like what
not
she's-
that I can remember.
Okay.
We just always did it, and that's what I knew.
Yeah. Which did she do other art, or was that the only thing she
Well,
did?
she
as well?
owned a business making signs. So
Okay.
like all the boardwalks you see on Biloxi, Ocean Springs, she did a bunch of sandblasted signs, and that's how she made a living raising her son, so she always had an art background.
Okay, that makes
Sweet.
a little more
Did,
sense.
did you have any other art besides that? Because I mean, I know you stamp, but you do actually do the painting as well, right? Where did that come in, or it was just natural?
I mean, I got into it was technically art lessons about my freshman year, and I had been doing this still. And so I would go in there, and Heather Martin from Ethotera is where I was, and I would go in there on some nights, and she would teach me how to use colors and how to paint and just all the basics that I use today.
Right.
And so she would teach me how to paint landscapes, and we did other stuff like the block printing where you carve the block and you stamp it. And so it's pretty much what I do. It's just carving. And so from there, she taught me a lot about just the art aspect of it.
Uh-huh.
And then I never painted any of my fish in there, but just all the stuff she taught me helped so much doing that because no one had taught me how to paint. I just
It's got to be natural.
Yeah.
That's how all artists are. You know?
Yeah, just drawn
It's
to
just
it.
natural.
Man.
Just
Yeah.
go in there and do it. I can't even write my name right. And you're over here painting fish. You know what I'm saying?
You might be like an abstract artist, Joe.
No,
You just never explored
Terrible.
that.
Terrible.
Well,
artist.
you're a borderline musician, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but anyway, so that's your jam though? Like growing up was art, hanging out on the
Mhm.
bayou, catching fish, learning a little bit about it, and already kind of had blended both worlds, I guess, because you started out with the fishing stuff.
Mhm.
Grandma showing you what was up there. Explain to people, because I only know it really through the show and through Craig, which we were talking about before we went live. But can you explain to people, and we'll get into those to the stuff that you brought in just a second, but explain to people what Gyotaku, did I say it right?
Gyotaku.
Damn it. I knew I was going to, yeah.
It's like taco. Gyotaku.
Yeah.
Gyotaku.
Say it one more
Yeah.
time for the people.
Gyotaku.
Okay. I was
Gyotaku.
so not
Taku.
close.
It's like ooh.
Yeah.
Gyotaku.
Gyotaku.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gyotaku.
I think with the taco reference, I might be able to remember
You'll
it
get
now.
it now.
That's how my
Uh,
mom remembers it.
Okay. Gyotaku.
Gyotaku.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Gyotaku.
There you go.
Gyotaku.
Damn. What a,
There you
that's
go.
how my
Yeah.
brain works. Anyway, explain to us what that is for people that don't know.
So it's an ancient Japanese style of painting, and so the fishermen they didn't have cameras
Right.
and everything, and so they would use sumi ink on rice paper. So they would come after they brought all their fish back, their catches. They would put the ink all over the fish, and then stamp it like I do now. And they use just paper, which is really difficult for me, but
Yeah.
it's
You mentioned
an
the-
ancient technique.
The Japanese, I wonder if that's why they got so good at Sony, Fiji, all that. They became the Fuji. I mean, they became all the camera people.
Maybe.
They got tired of painting them.
Maybe. Stamping
You
it.
know what I mean?
But that,
There's got to be a better way than this.
it's crazy because like that's just like an old school brag board. Like I can imagine going to somebody's house and
Oh,
put that in
yeah.
there and be
for
like,
sure.
"Hey man, come check this out." You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think that
Yeah.
Kobe was big? Come look at this one.
And that was probably like
Yeah.
their centerpiece of their house. I was, you know what I mean? Like, cause even back then, like that took time. I'm sure
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't cheap, you know, no matter what year. Do you know what year it started? You know.
Oh, it was like 200 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like if you're paying for art 200 years ago, like
Yeah.
that's
Legit.
something, you know? So what you said they used rice paper back in the day. And now what type of paper do you use?
I just use fabric, just
Okay.
white fabric. Yeah.
Okay. Describe the
Cotton.
process of what that,
Yeah. Walk us through
Yeah,
one. So
I
if we
catch a
something-
fish, whatever species it is.
Mhm.
I got on the boat. I bring you the fish. Walk us through that. The whole process.
So you bring me the fish. I would rinse it with water, fresh water, get as much slime as I could off of it because that definitely has an impression of what it looks like. And then I pat it dry
Okay.
and I use nails and like these little blocks of foam and I pin the fins up so they're all sticking up.
Mhm.
And then I pat it dry again because depending on the time of the year, they sweat a lot. It's so tedious. I mean, you learn so much from doing this. And then I layer a really thin layer of sumi ink. So it's a Japanese type of ink.
Okay. Is there anything special about that ink? Like, is it different than other inks or paints?
Well, it's very pigmented. So it's really thin. It's very pigmented. You only need a little bit, and you can get really, really good detail in the scales and fins and such. Because
Okay.
you want it to be a light print, not like black,
Right.
or else you can't paint over it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it does its job
Do
very
you
well.
do you put that? You said it's an ink.
Mhm.
You put that on the fish and then put the fabric over that once you've got it coated the way you want.
Yep.
Okay. And then what's that? Once, like when the fabric hits, do you have to make sure that each part of the fish is
Pressed down.
pressed down
Yeah.
appropriately, or how does that
Yeah.
work?
So most of the time, if the fins are elevated above the table, I have like the fabric's right here. I'll have to put my hand underneath and feel the fin and then rub on top of the fin, so I make sure that I get it. And you can see through the other side of it, like what you have and what you don't.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because it seeps through a little bit.
And what is it? Any kind of special fabric, or is it like is it a bed sheet? Like is it something?
I just use a flat white bed sheet. I try and go for cotton. Cotton's the easiest to use,
Okay.
especially with the ink.
Okay. Is there any technique difference between species of fish at all?
Not really, but rigor mortis and barotrauma definitely have an impact on what
Oh
they
yeah,
come out
yeah,
to
yeah,
be.
yeah. I didn't think about that.
So it can be difficult when someone brings you a fish and their mouth is like gaping open, and they're like, "Well, I don't really want the mouth to be open like that." Well, there's not really much I can do.
You
about
should
it.
have fixed that before you brought it to me. Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
parameters for that? Like, it's better to be fresh, right? Well, I don't want the fish sitting in an ice chest for 3 days and then bring it to you. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, I also assume that you'd be eating the fish too.
Yeah.
Or I'd hope, and so I try and do it as fast as I can and get it back and eat it. You can eat it and all that. And nothing, the ink and nothing I do affects the way the meat is. So
yeah, and I think that's cool because a lot of people, used to be the old school skin mounts with bass and speckled trout right there. You actually had to give the fish up, so you didn't get to eat it. You didn't get anything with it. With this one, you can press it down and go to town and then knock the back off it and throw it in the fryer.
Now, like fish mounts now that like are the traditional mounts, they pretty much you just pull like a length on the fish, right? You don't. And,
they're all fiberglass.
I was gonna say it's all fiberglass and spray painted now, so it's a lot different. But with the differences in species, that has to affect your technique, right? But pretty much the same thing, but just about I guess how the sheet lays against the fish, and you've I'm assuming learned over time how to correct for that.
Well, a lot of the time, like the shop that I print in has no air conditioning, so it can be really hot in there in the summer. And so you take a freezing cold fish from the ice chest and put it in the hot shop, and it starts to sweat. And so then you're battling the sweat because that definitely, like, you're not going to get any scale imprints. You're not going to get very much detail. And so that can be really hard. And also, I've noticed is the fish from like way deep down there where the swordfish are, their skin is different.
Yes.
And so they don't have scales. And so it's such a weird feeling if you ever felt one. It's like if you get a sunburn and it like bubbles up, that's what it feels like. So the water seeps out of it though. So as you're brushing your hand over it to get the ink imprint, the water's seeping out. And so that can cause problems and everything else.
Yeah.
And,
what is it like? Have you done most species down here? Do you just practice on like speckled trout, redfish, flounder? You've done most of it. Well, if I wanted to have just like a regular flounder or something like that done, you said it's time consuming. What is your timeline? Do you give anybody a timeline? Say, look, it's going to take me an hour. It's going to take me 2 hours. How does that work?
It really just depends on the time of year. Like the sheephead I did recently for Chris Barlow, that took me like a week and a half, but that was in the middle of Christmas and New Year's and everything. But before that, I did a red snapper for my uncle, and that took 3 days, and it was way bigger than the sheephead. So it really just depends. But I print it and then I iron it to make sure that the ink is well incorporated into the fabric, and then I paint it, which depending on the fish. But and it depends on if someone wants color or if they just want black and white. So black and white takes maybe a day. Color can take up to like 3 or 4 days.
Now, when you're saying a day or 3 or 4 days, is that like in the evening after school, or these 8-hour days, or like what, you know what I mean? Like what's a day?
I guess a day that I put into painting would be like 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
Well, for now, because I'm on break from college, but if not, I paint in the dorm, and that's like, I don't know, maybe I can get like maybe 2, 3 hours into it. Yeah.
Smelling up the whole dorm with paint, and everybody's like, oh, she's painting again.
Paint them damn fish again.
Paint them fish again.
I guess that's kind of cool though. Like Joey was like talking like timeline wise, like I catch the fish, I want to get it to you as quickly as I can. You're going to print it, which we'll pull that out in just a second. But then once you have that print, you iron it on, I guess, then it's kind of like that. It's like a fingerprint, like it's there, right? I take the fish home, I clean it, I eat it. And then, you know, if it's a busy season for you or Christmas or whatever, you've still got the fish there. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is there a species that you like to do more than another one? Is there a species that you're like, man, I hate these. They're so hard to do.
I hate doing blackfish and sheephead.
Really?
Damn it, Barlow.
But that sheephead was so awesome. Wait till y'all see him. Yeah. Why triple tail and they just got too many spines and
you
stuff?
You got to paint every single scale.
Yeah.
Every single scale is like a different color. Like the sheephead, you got the blacks and the whites and the yellows. And I just don't like doing them. I mean, not that I don't like it. It just takes a long time.
Right.
Especially blackfish. There's a bajillion different shades
Colors,
and everything on each of those scales.
So what would be what would you say would be your favorite fish to do?
Flounder.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that have anything to do with the fact that it doesn't have scales? Does that make it go quicker for you? Okay.
And because it's flat, so it's just like a one and done situation, like done.
Stamping it around with it.
Yeah. What about like on the redfish? You said snapper, or did you say redfish earlier for your uncle?
Red snapper.
Okay. So for like the snapper, what about getting all those colors? Like I know he's red mainly, but like you have
Pink,
to
white,
blend like the fade, right? Like is that not a pain in the behind?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But you're an artist.
Like your phone case, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess now we should
let's grab one.
Yeah,
of those
let's grab
things. Start off with what you want.
The print first. People on the audio, if you're listening to this, man, go jump over and watch the video, but you're about to see here. So if you'll hold it up like we did earlier, yes. Yeah. Okay, so explain to us what this is and what we're looking at.
So this is, say you bring me the fish, I rub the ink on it, and I lift the fabric up, and this is what it would look like just straight off the bat.
Okay.
Before I do anything to it.
Can you hold up just a little higher? Because I want people to understand, like, I hope they can see. There's detail there.
Yeah, the scales are there, but they're missing.
But I'm trying to look in the studio right now. Some of them are there. I see some of them.
The back is
some of them are not there. Is that accurate?
You see the white spots where the scales are not. That's because it was sweating. This was in the summer. Yeah.
Okay. But okay, and we got it. So, but the point I was making there is that you as the artist, you have to fill that in.
Yeah.
Right. You have to correct for that. So, how the hell do you do that?
I take a very, very tiny pin, like very, very, very tiny, and I just do my best.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, you go off of what showed up. I would assume you trace all that out, and then you got to blend that together to like, if it's here and here, I got to fill the middle in. Is that how that works? Damn. So that's pretty tedious.
Even more of a pain in the butt. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so now let's roll it out and show the people what it looks like.
The finished product.
So they saw the negative is what we'll call that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, wow.
This
is what she turns it into.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You can see
that is crazy detail. So that's the camera right there. Yeah, that one. So
even got the blue.
There we go.
In the tail.
That is super cool. What is? Oh, I see. Does that say 25? So that you did that this year? Okay. And then obviously I don't remember on the negative, but like, do those black spots on the redfish, do they show up, or do you have to remember that?
I take pictures of them.
Okay.
Before I advise people to take pictures of their fish before they kill it, because that's what I go off of. I'm not going to paint it like grays and stuff.
If people don't know, fish, when they die, they lose a lot of color. Yeah.
So no, I take pictures of it, and then I go back and make sure I put all the extra details I need in there to make it look right.
That's beautiful right there. 100%. What do you see people do? Let me ask this: whose is that? Is that your personal one?
Yeah, this is mine.
Okay, did you catch that fish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
in the
sweet,
marsh.
Nice, in the marsh. What do most people do with that print right there? Frame it, put it on the wall? Is that what you see most people do?
Well, these are just prints of the actual original, and so the people get the original. So that's like that. You can feel the difference. Like, this is the fabric, and then it's called gesso. So I go over it with white to make sure the lines are all crisp and clean. And so they get the actual original. I can't print people's fish. Like, I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense. So, like, if you bring me a fish, I'm not gonna sell it to someone else.
Right, as a print.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So they only get the original, unless they want me to make prints of it to give to other people that they know. Then that's fine.
Okay, that right there that I'm looking at, that is a print. That's not
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. When you paint that thing, what is it on? What kind of fabric is that? Canvas?
It's just white sheet. Yeah. Like cotton.
The original.
Canvas. Yeah.
The originals are on that kind of that white sheet right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you get it back, that white sheet's going to be painted this color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to make the frames out of wood, and then I stretch that over the frame, so it's all nice.
Okay.
And then I go back in with the gesso and outline it to make sure it's all clean. And
that's really cool. What do you see a lot of people do with the original when you give it to them? That fitted, it's a sheet, cotton sheet. What do they do with that? Do they like you said, stretch it out and put it in a frame? Is that how that goes?
You do it. You said you frame
I do it.
Oh, that's how you give it back to them. I'm sorry,
frames.
I missed that part. Okay, wow, that's pretty killer. That's really killer.
That's
and then
awesome.
they can take that. How do you turn it into the print? That's what you're talking about with the white thing. How do you turn that into something that you can just print out as many times as you want?
So there's a guy that I know down the street from me, and that's what he does for a living. So I just bring him the fish, and he takes a professional picture of the fish. I don't know, in his house or something.
Yeah.
And then he
Of the thing that you painted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then he does it to any size that I want, and however big, and he'll make prints of them as many as I want.
Yeah, because once you get it digitized, do you give that digital copy to the customer as well? Then you can just do it. They can print whatever they want.
I mean, if they wanted to, I could. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never done that before, but usually I do that with mine, and I make them into stickers and stuff.
That's cool.
Paste them around everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else you got? Some other show and tell over there too, right?
Oh yeah, I have here's a more recent fish. My brother caught this one. It's a yellow edge grouper. This was significantly larger than the redfish, but he's just down. This is just a proof before I actually. Oh.
Yep, that way.
There
Yeah, don't look at the screen. Just look at the camera because it'll confuse. It confuses.
Dude, the detail on that is crazy.
Yeah, that's your brother caught that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Out of Venice.
Wow, that is super cool. Super cool.
Yeah. So the grouper and the redfish are currently plastered all over Ocean Springs on poles and everything. So if you see them around, I put them all over the place.
Sweet. I love that.
Yeah,
I love
making
that.
Your own. Now, you mentioned earlier, and I think we can flash it. That sheep said that I guess he commissioned. Barlow got in touch with you. Is that how we do it? So we just send you a message saying, "Hey, I got this fish," and we go from there.
Yeah, he just messaged me on Facebook, and I gave him my number, and we found out a way to give it to me. And he sat there while I painted it, and he brought his kids and printed it up. I do 2 prints just to make sure that if something happens to the first one, then I have a backup. Because
like it blows out the window on the ride home or something like that.
Okay,
that could have been long after. Did you do it at the Small Craft, or he met you somewhere?
I have a studio just down the street from there, so he brought it to me.
Okay, I have on the screen right now the wide shot of that sheep's head, like we talked about. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You've got, like, from what I can see here, I mean, you got the color patterns, just, I mean, the detail in it.
Sheep's
it's
head too.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Again, this was off of your Facebook page. Is this the print or is this the sheet?
That's the original. Yeah,
that's the original.
That's the sheet.
Damn. Okay, and that looks cool. So that's over. You said blocks of wood. You stretch that sheet around and then like staple it. I'm assuming.
Yeah. So I make the canvas out of 2x2s and stretch it and
and then so again, off of your Facebook page, this is going to zoom in for the people watching. It's going to zoom into the back half of the fish so you can see a little more detail. I mean, you can see each scale. I mean, and you've got, how are you doing that on you got one individual scale that's got a little bit of brownish and then a little bit of white. Is that just sitting there with your hand like that?
Yep.
How long does that take? Like
a long time.
Just depends on if she's in school or not.
That's right. I'm just saying though, like that seems very tedious. Right there.
Hours and hours and hours. Which is also crazy. This is like full circle moment for me because I can't focus unless I listen to a podcast while I paint.
Which is always Brown Water, is what you said.
Now you're listening to yourself.
And I could be lying.
Yeah,
I might be lying. Yeah, I might be lying. I might be lying. What do you listen to while you paint? Seriously.
I listen to the Laguna podcast. I listen to Captains for Clean Water.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. I hate both of those now, but keep going.
Fix to give away a skiff.
I'm just kidding. All right. So look, we got another photo real quick. This is the face of that same fish.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's killer. You can see the detail in his eyes. You can see his teeth, the gill plates. That's amazing. That's very, very, very cool. And then last, bringing up the rear, this is the photo of the cobia with the taxman did his thing on the back of that cobia, and then a very, very nice speckled trout. Break that down for us if you could.
So the cobia was caught by a camper from the Marine Education Center from Shaggy's Angler Camp. Off of Ship
I bet
Island.
they were happy that day.
Oh yeah.
They're like, "Is this a good one?" They're like, "Yeah, this is a good one."
No, we're just gonna keep it for research.
Oh, this is a trash fish. Actually, we have to throw it away. Yeah, you don't want it. So, all right, and what about speckled trout?
So the speckled trout, that was my dad's friend's son caught that off of Ship Island, and it was just someone that don't really fish a lot, and so he brought it to me, and he was like, "Can you print it?" Sure.
Do you remember how big it was?
No.
Okay. Do you remember specifically exactly where they caught it?
No.
So, do you have any GPS coordinates on where they were fishing? Nothing?
Not
okay.
quite.
All right. I tried. Anyway, no, those are both beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful.
And you can go small. What's I know that we've done a swordfish, the front half of the swordfish. What's the biggest, or what can you go? Can you go 12-foot marlin? Can you do all that, or you haven't got into that game yet?
I haven't got quite there yet. I'm willing to do it
Yeah.
for sure, but I just haven't had it in my face yet.
Yeah, you probably need would you think you need one to experiment with maybe or something like low pressure situation to get it right? Do you think, or you're like, no, I can do it straight up?
Well, I mean, that one, I wish I had a second chance for a swordfish. That's the only swordfish print I've ever had. And so I wish I had a second one to do something else with, because I did that one very early on. And so my techniques have changed a lot.
You're talking about the swordfish one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have, I don't have a picture of that one. It wasn't on your Facebook. That was the Kobe and the speckled trout. But so you think you've adjusted and got a little bit better?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a fish that big, like that, say that marlin, do you use 2 pieces? Is there a felt or sheet long enough to do the whole thing? You do it as one piece?
California King?
Yeah.
I would just hope that I'd find some fabric big enough.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it probably wouldn't work if you had to piece it together, huh?
No.
Because think about if it moved.
Yeah,
that would be tough. Yeah. Okay. So you have done one sword. Is that the biggest fish you've done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And you may have said this earlier, I don't remember, but is it harder to do the scales, or is it harder to do you said it's less work to do the non-scales?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Damn. I don't know. I guess because it's less tedious too, but you got to blend those colors. I don't know. I'm not a painter. It all seems extremely intimidating to me.
Yeah.
It's definitely something.
And then, so we get with you, you stamp it out for us, and then are you taking orders as we speak right now? Like, so if I catch a fish, this is what you're doing right now, 100% all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
We kind of left off earlier in the conversation, but you're at USA now. Mm-hmm. And what's your full-time gig right now as a student?
I'm doing marine science.
Okay. What about the big picture plan? Do you have one yet?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Just rocking and rolling and stamping fish.
Hey, I'm just seeing where I can go, I guess.
Yeah. We were talking about that before we went live. Like, I think that's the hardest part, is figuring out. I don't even know what I want to do when I get older yet. It's not easy to figure that out.
Yeah.
So
where is there a website or something that you're most active on, or you do Instagram?
I use Instagram.
You find all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you actually see like the stickers and stuff like that? Do you sell those? Like if somebody wanted to buy those? Or
so, I mean, I'm so early on into this that I just did my first batch of 40. So I did the redfish and the yellow edge. And so I'm planning on getting more fish other than these 2 out, and then hopefully be able to sell them. But I'll be at the Spring Art Festival in, I think it's the weekend of March 28th in Ocean Springs.
Right.
And so I'll have a booth there, and I'll have stickers and who knows what else.
Prints and something like that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You said you've been doing this, Grandma, and been doing it since you were young.
Mm-hmm.
You're still young. But when did you go like commercial with this, like for hire? When did you do that?
Oh, like January of last year, like 2025. Like, this is very
okay. So you're like 12 months into the for hire process. Yeah. And like Joey was saying, like if people catch Barlow when he did it, is it just straight through Instagram? That's how we do it. We just send you a DM through Instagram,
Facebook. Yep.
Okay. I'll drop the your Facebook page. I have it pulled up right here. No, I don't, because it just refreshed the screen. But I will drop it in just a second. I'll drop your Facebook page. So if somebody wants to message you on there, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That'll work.
Yeah.
What's the plan? So if we got somebody that's willing to donate a swordfish, you willing to give it another shot?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That'll work.
Okay.
That's cool. We're gonna get it up because, like I said, the amount of money that you spend to mount a fish these days, you know what I'm saying, and then this is a piece of art that you can put anywhere. It's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely. Of the ones that I've seen like this, like I do think it's the coolest art that you can do. I would rather this, I think, than the fiberglass whatever of the fish. To me, it just looks cooler. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
What's the plans for the future? So you already mentioned you're still trying to figure out the college thing and what you want to do there. Are you going to try to blend art into your path moving forward? Do you want to keep it as a side gig? Do you want to do it full time? Do you know?
Well, if I could make dreams reality, then
you can.
After I got out of college, I'd do this full time.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'd hope.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
I got 4 years, so I guess get myself together. So
you got 4 years to figure it out.
I got a feeling you're like ahead of a lot of people as far as like opportunities, because there's always people catching fish like this, and that's just like a thing. Is there anything outside of fish that you could do in the Gyotaku I almost said Gyotaku. I'm going to work on it. Is there anything outside of fish that you can do in that regard? Like, could you do a deer? Could you do any like
a bird?
Yeah,
don't you have a bird or something like that on your website? I thought there was a bird or something like that. I've seen it where they've done a bird where they stamped it and then colored it in too.
The 3 dimensions of that I think would be super hard, wouldn't it? To try to do that.
I'd imagine. I mean, I've had some people ask me to do like oysters, but
that'd be cool.
I've never tried anything else.
A snake. Yeah, you could probably do it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be a cool market too, but I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome to see somebody out there doing this. It's a Japanese tradition, but down here, like, I don't know. I see the pictures all the time, so I love it.
I love it too.
I love it. I dropped your Facebook page in the comments on the live stream. I'll have it linked in the audio as well. People want to look you up. What is your Instagram? How do they find you on Instagram?
It's just June Lips, June like the month, and Lips, Lipps.
Okay, all together, no spaces, no underscores on Instagram. Give you a follow, send you a DM. Doesn't matter where they're hearing it from. Actually, they probably need to be local though, right? Or they got to drive real quick once they get to fish landed to come get you so you can do it. Yeah. Where do you normally meet people? At the docks? At your house? Like, how does that work?
Well, I try and meet people at the dock because I'm not quite to the point where I'd want people all coming to my studio, but
I can relate to that. I can relate to that.
But if not, then like my grandmother, when she passed away, I took over her whole house as a studio. So her whole house is my studio. And so I go over there. I mean, I was over there all today working on some stuff that's coming out, but I had people bring them to me. And
that seems like a cool vibe. Grandma's kind of vibe is
Grandma's
there.
Hanging out
taught
with
you. Yeah, right. Is that how it is?
I mean, I use her shop to print the fish, and then I use her house to paint and frame and everything else.
That's cool.
You probably wouldn't want it any other way.
You got to get us some. You got to take some photos of you in Grandma's house and like share that whole story on your Instagram. People will dig that.
And it's still decorated for Christmas, so I got like those. Have you seen those paper like chains?
Yeah,
for Christmas.
Like the people hanging like doing like that.
Yeah,
like paper mache or whatever. That's not called that.
That's where you cut them, right?
Yeah.
Staple it like you did in school.
Yeah. So those are all hanging over the ceiling, so it's very festive in there. But yeah, that's what I've turned it into.
Yeah, that's a cool part of your story. You should definitely share that.
100%.
For sure. Well, look, we appreciate you coming over here and talking to us two knuckleheads about your art that we're learning about. That was very cool.
Whenever Jared catches a fish, I'm gonna get him one for Christmas next year. So it might take him that long. It might take that long to fix that.
Don't base your. If she had to live off of that, she'd be. Nobody would make.
Or it'd be your first chance to do a hardhead catfish for sure.
I mean, 100%. I take it.
Have you ever done one?
No.
Okay, I could do that. I could do that. Or a just.
Have you ever look cool?
Have you ever just done a hook with nothing on it?
I've done lures though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I painted lures in front of some flounder.
That's
and some
pretty
squid
cool.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that just without the stamping of anything? That's just painted. Okay. So you got that trick ace up your sleeve too. You can just paint stuff like that. Oh damn. Yeah. Sky's the limit for you. I think for sure. Marty Wilson. Great work, Jane. Have you met Marty before?
I've not.
Okay, that's Marty. Cool, Marty's a big time artist around. He's painted. You familiar with? Damn it, what's it called? Shaggy's. Is it Shaggy's? It's not Shaggy's.
The big mo that's on the beach. The big grouper. That's
the reef.
The reef.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. That's Marty. Marty painted that. He was sitting right there. Was a couple episodes back. Marty, we got to get with you too on the Cobia license plate thing, man. Shoot me a message and we need to get that rolling too. But Marty does a lot of cool stuff. He's painted a lot of cool stuff. So if he gives you the thumbs up, that's a good stamp of approval down there. So that's really cool.
He painted that whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole building.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You go. You like to listen to podcasts while you paint?
Go
listen to him.
Go listen to Marty Wilson episode. And he talks
He's
about
on a lift.
Yeah, and how he does it and how he gets it up on the wall. I can't explain it because I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have any artistic brains.
I still don't know, but it's very cool.
That's crazy.
I know. That's what I thought too. So thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
And thanks everybody for watching on the lives and the replays. It's a great way to kick off 26 with a little bit of art. We got a lot of cool stuff coming for you. A lot of big plans.
Go check her out at the art festival. Go check her booth.
When is that?
The weekend of March 28th. I don't know if it's the 27th and 28th or the 28th and 29th.
Okay. Ocean Springs Art Festival.
Into March, yeah.
It'd be cool. Y'all keep tuning in. Download the app if you haven't done it already. It's the best way to stay in touch. The Brown Water Banter app. It's on the App Store and Google Play. Don't have to deal with the algorithm, nothing like that. All of our stuff is in there. Our episodes, our YouTube channel, our